In Android Netrunner, the corporation and the runner each begin the game with a starting hand of 5 cards and 5 credits. Each player also has a click tracker that he uses to track the number of clicks he spends during his turn. The corporation can spend 3 clicks each turn, while the runner can spend 4. The game begins with the corporation taking the first turn, which consists of 3 phases: the draw phase, the action phase, and the discard phase. The corporation player is using a Wayland Consortium deck and has a starting hand consisting of 2 assets, 2 pieces of ice, and 1 operation. The corporation player begins the round, starting with the draw phase. He draws Archer from his R&D and adds it to his hand. The corporation player then begins the action phase of his turn and uses his first click to play Hedge Fund, an operation card. He pays the play cost of 5 credits and resolves the ability, which gains him 9 credits. After an operation card has been resolved, it is placed in the corporation archives. The corporation also gains 1 credit because of Wayland Consortium's identity ability. The corporation uses his second click to install the wall of static in front of his R&D, placing it horizontally to indicate that it is a piece of ice. All corporation cards are installed face down to show that they are currently unresed, thus inactive, until the corporation chooses to res the card. The corporation player spends his third and final click to install Pad Campaign as a new remote server. With all of his clicks spent, the corporation player proceeds to the discard phase. Since the corporation does not exceed his maximum hand size of 5, he discards nothing and ends his turn. The runner is playing as Gabriel Santiago, a criminal faction runner, and has a starting hand of 1 program, 1 piece of hardware, 2 events, and 1 resource. The runner's turn is divided into 2 phases, the action phase and the discard phase. The runner tracks 4 clicks during his turn. He begins his action phase by installing Desperado into his rig. This costs him 1 click and 3 credits, the install cost of the card. With his second click, the runner decides to make a run. When making a run, the runner chooses any of the corporation's servers to run against. In this case, the runner chooses to make a run against the corporation's R&D. When beginning a run, the runner approaches any ice protecting the chosen server, starting with the outermost piece. The runner must pass each piece of ice in order to approach the next piece protecting the server. If the corporation does not have enough credits or chooses not to res the encountered ice, the runner may pass to the next piece protecting the server until all pieces have been passed or until the run ends. In this example, the corporation decides to res the wall of static that is protecting his R&D, paying 3 credits to do so. The wall of static is a piece of ice with a barrier subtype. Since the runner does not have a program in place that will allow him to break a barrier subtype, he is forced to suffer the subroutine effects and must end the run on R&D. With his third click, the runner decides to make another run, this time on the corporation headquarters, which represents the corporation's hand of cards. Since there is no ice currently protecting the headquarters, the run is successful and the runner gains access. The runner also gains 1 credit from Desperado's ability and another 2 credits from Gabriel Santiago's ability. The runner draws 1 card from the corporation's hand of cards and reveals Hadrian's Wall. Some corporation cards have a trash cost. If the runner accesses a card with a trash cost, he may pay an equal amount of credits to trash it to the archives. Since Hadrian's Wall does not have a trash cost, the runner notes the existence of this piece of ice and then returns it to the corporation player's hand. The runner then uses his 4th and final click to play his special order event, which costs 1 credit to play and allows the runner to search his stack for any icebreaker and add it to his hand. The runner chooses and reveals Aurora, an icebreaker program that allows the runner to break ice with barrier subtypes, such as the corporation's newly rezzed wall of static. With all of his clicks spent, the runner then proceeds to the discard phase. Since the runner's hand does not exceed 5 cards, he does not have to discard.